Hello. According to the National Institute of Health website, last access on April 20th, 6% of the entire population, or quote, 14 million Americans, are visually impaired. Of these Americans, 17% cannot correct their disorder through glasses or treatment, end quote. With many solutions to offer corrected vision, some disorders, unfortunately, do not have a cure. Many genetic factors such as a preborn eye shape or eye damage through a lifetime of lack of care play a role in this. Today we will cover three main vision and color deficiencies and disorders. The first main point we will discuss is a disorder called synesthesia. The second main point we will discuss is color blindness. And the third main point we will discuss is a disorder called astigmatism. Firstly, I will inform you on exactly what synesthesia is. According to the dictionary.com website, synesthesia is a, quote, sensation produced in one modality when a stimulus is applied to another modality, as when the hearing of a certain sound induces the visualization of a certain color, end quote. So for example, if a sufferer of synesthesia reads on paper digits 1, 2, 3, 4, or letters A, B, C, D, their mind associates it with a color for every number in a combination pattern. So A could represent purple, blue could represent B, and then so on. And it's only through letters and numbers for visual synesthesia, but there's many forms of associative diseases and disorders. Secondly, I would like to state about synesthesia that this disease cannot be completely cured. However, treatment and therapy can help, such as the treating of dyslexia. The second main point that I would like to inform you all on is color blindness. There are many different forms of color blindness, and no two forms are alike. Many people who suffer from color blindness do not have more than one form. According to the Blind Awareness website, last access on April 20th, quote, color blindness affects approximately 1 in 12 men and 1 in 200 women across the world, end quote. Contrary to popular belief, color blindness is not seeing life through a black and white lens. It's the inability to see certain colors. However, there are conditions where people can only see black and white, but it's rare. What causes color blindness is in your eye, the retina has two light-sensitive cells called rods and cones. If there's a deficiency in a certain cell, then the person is unable to see a certain hue of color. So it's genetic and it's passed down. You cannot inherit it through a lifetime, and it's with you since birth. The main genetic color blindness disorders are red, blue, and green hue disorders. So it's the inability to perceive the light with a disordered cone. Lastly, I would like to inform you guys about astigmatism. This one is a very common eye disorder, and it doesn't affect color, but it affects the way objects are perceived. So according to the headlines.com website, last access on April 20th, quote, with astigmatism, the lens of the eye, or the cornea, which the front surface of the eye has an irregular curve, end quote. So with this disorder, common illnesses would be obscured vision or headaches, double vision, or nausea. This disorder can be cured. However, it's a lifelong battle with LASIK surgery and glasses. In conclusion, there are tens of disorders, amongst hundreds of disorders, of color blindness and visual impairment. So if you guys had a common misconception about some of these abstract eye disorders, now you guys can leave here today informed of these conditions. Eye disorders can be lifelong or be corrected, But if you take anything away from this speech, it is that no two pairs of eyes perceive life in the same way. Thank you.